afternoon, good morning. Welcome to the Armory. Welcome to Full Time Sports Network. Welcome to instant match reaction to Arsenal 0, Aston Villa 2. Brenny, first of all, how are you?
I am fuming. I really am. It's just got to a point where you can't. What was it that Chris Hudson once said about he can't defend the indefensible? We were awful today. I mean, I know I've seen in the chat, oh, we had chances, but come on, let's be honest. Did we really look like we wanted that today? Did we just think we just had to turn up? We were at home, we just had to turn up. I'm sick and tired of this. It's happened for too long. Even under the later years of Wenger, it was the same thing. Come on, that was a hard watch, and Villa deserved their win. At the end of it, they deserved their win. They saw we went up for it, and they smelt blood.
Yeah, it was. Big up to Cole that's just joined us as well backstage. How are you feeling now, mate?
Hey, Carl.
Hello, Brenny. Good to see you. Big up to everyone in the chat. Yeah, I'm not in the best of moods, let's put it that way. I knew this would be a tough game. I knew this would be a nervy sort of game because this Aston Villa team are a stubborn bunch. And not only that, we're going up against a former manager. The manager is like a scorned ex.
Yeah.
Well, he's got our revenge on us twice. And watching that first half, it was great build-up play what we were doing. It was absolutely fantastic. But we just had no end product. Literally no end product. We had like 3 chances in the first 20 minutes. And I was like, there's a goal coming here. Just keep going. You can finally get the end product in.
Yeah.
And we just never got over it. And then Aston Villa, it got to about the half hour, 35-minute mark. When Aston Villa was like, you know what? This team are not threatening us. This team are not, we're not scared of them. So we're going to play a little bit of our game. And they did to a certain degree. And they held us on, and they had a very good start to the second half. But then this is what I'm going to have a whinge about, okay? People say I'm an Arteta hater. I'm not an Arteta hater, okay? What he has done for the club has been tremendous, okay? But I have said this time and time and time again on multiple channels. The in-game management from this guy is an absolute joke. It's an absolute joke. The starting lineup. I have said this so many times. Why have we got Les Dennis at left back? Why have we got Les Dennis at left back? Please, someone explain to me in the chat. What does Zinchenko do? What does he actually do?
I know. I wasn't happy with that, and I was angry with him more than anyone else today. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It's got no words. We've also been joined by another wonderful gentleman. Mr. Damos is here. How are you doing, Damos?
Hey,
bro.
I'm all right. You all right, guys? How you all doing?
How are you feeling after that, mate?
Disappointed, man. Do you know what I mean? Not gonna lie. You probably all said it already. I'm gutted. But in the same hand, you have to give Villa credit because they are for a reason. They're not a walkover, but we should be a better team. We should have performed better. So it's disappointing.
It is indeed. The Silver one is obviously very angry himself, so I'm not going to agree with what he said. I'll just leave it up there for everyone to read because I'm not going to say it's that. Look. We are 2 points behind Man City. Liverpool are 2 points behind Man City. There are still games to play. Anything can happen. It is football at the end of the day. Anything can happen. But today's performance was shit. There's no other way of saying it. There's no way of positively talking about that game because we're a crap. And we deserve to lose. It's as simple as that. There's just no other way.
This was like our Brighton.
Yes. Yeah,
from last year, you know what I mean? It was we weren't mentally strong for that. We weren't mentally strong today. You know what I mean? It's just sorry, go on, mate.
No, it's all right. Big up to Paul Martin, who obviously clearly is not an Arsenal fan. Just enjoying the moment. Look, I'm not one that banters at any other teams. I just don't. And I'm sure we're going to get plenty of banter now. But We're still just 2 points behind Man City, so anything can happen.
Who are they
But
dropping points to? Who is City dropping? Please, name
They're
the team
not
that's
dropping
gonna
points
get
to
against
anyone.
Man City.
Exactly.
This is
Exactly.
what I said.
I agree, Carl.
This is what I said. Every single game from, I think, the game before Man City, every single game from that point forward is a cup final. You have to win. You even a draw might have, a draw somewhere. It would have been the worst case scenario. But a loss where we have to go to Bayern Munich, a place where we usually get our freaking pants pulled down during our time in the Champions League, under the Wenger days. I'm sorry, but I'm not. I will have to put bleach in the bath again because I'm going to have to support Tottenham to beat Man City. I have to put 2 tons of bleach in the bath.
It's not.
Yeah, man.
I know it's hard to take, but look, the Premier League is full of surprises. You never know. And that's how I always look at it. You never know. But we are going to react to the starting lineup because we all were quite shocked by the starting lineup, let's be honest. Jeez. We're going to start. Who's at the bottom? Damos. When you saw the starting lineup, what did you think?
I don't really recognise that because there's a few changes, and I thought, all right, it's a bit different. I thought maybe he knows what he's doing in this case. Obviously, in hindsight, we can see it didn't work. Havertz in the middle.
He got it totally wrong.
Where do you guys think it went wrong? Who's Havertz? A lot of people saying Havertz in the middle didn't work today at all. He's better running around up the top like he normally does. But where do you think we went wrong?
Zinchenko and Havertz.
The entire left.
The combination of the two.
The entirety left side. Even Trossard didn't know his greatest.
Yeah. No.
It was horrendous. Me and Brenny were talking about it. Like Zinny, because this inverted rubbish, it cuts out any space for any of our players because we don't have a natural left-sided left back. So Gabriel's being pushed out, and it's just making everything all tight for us again because Zinchenko's going inside. I'm like, where's the space gone? Because Zinchenko's inside, so we've lost the space.
Fun on that
I hate this inverted ball crap.
So do I.
Simple as that.
So do I.
Cole, let's see what you made of the starting lineup, mate.
As I said, I don't know why we got Les Dennis at left back. I really have got absolutely no idea. This guy just winds me up. His invertedness. I mean, he can invert back to Manchester City because he's just he doesn't bring anything. All he brings is he goes into midfield to try and create something, but he leaves the left side of the defense completely exposed, and Gabriel's then got to do a 2-man job. This is why Gabriel got rushed around and got booked all the time because he kept having to cover bloody Zinchenko's mistakes. Havertz in midfield. We tried this at the start of the season, and it didn't work. It did not work. So why is Arteta putting him back in that 8? What's wrong with Thomas Partey? What's wrong with Jorginho? We need these players for the Champions League and the Premier League running. We needed that. I would have been that midfield should have been. It should have been Odegaard. It should have been Rice, and it should have been Thomas Partey. Okay, and then take Partey off after an hour. Put Jorginho on. You still got control of the midfield. One thing Partey does really, really well. He anchors the back four, and he also his presence as the midfielder, as that number 6. It's second to none. Declan Rice does a good job, but Thomas Partey gives you that little bit more. It makes it more stronger. We never saw that today. In the second half, Aston Villa saw that. They knew Havertz was weak on that side, but I'm not gonna blame Havertz because he did try socks off today. Yeah. But that left side was there, and they saw it that was exposed, and they went down that left flank all the time. So I'm sorry, but the midfield took on. Look, I love Trossard. But this was not a game that he should have been starting. This should have been really a Martinelli game. Jesus, he tried, didn't do much for me, in my personal opinion. Really didn't. He had 2 chances, both fluffed them. The lineup was terrible. If I'm going to be honest with you, don't start Zinchenko. If that was Tomiyasu, and we still made the same mistakes, I'm like, well, I don't know what to do there. You start off a proper midfielder instead of Havertz. Yeah, you kind of works. But Every time I saw the ball play over the top, it was always Havertz chasing it down from his midfield position. You put him off the last man, and probably Havertz gets onto those balls.
Yeah.
And I was screaming this at the TV. It got to about the hour mark. We were losing control of the midfield. I tell him, I say, right, okay, this is what you do, Arteta. You take Gabriel Jesus off, okay? You put Havertz into his normal position as the false number 9. You play either Partey or Jorginho in that 8, back in the 6. Move Declan Rice over to the left side at 8. That would help control the midfield more. And then on the left side, you take Trossard off. You put Martinelli on. That's how you then gain control of the midfield. Because we were losing the midfield battle in that second half, and we never recovered. We absolutely never recovered. And let's be real, okay? We didn't have that many good chances anyway. They're all pretty much straight on Martinelli, apart from the first one where he saved with his 13-foot boot. But I mean, Aston Villa, they had 2 shots and they carried off the bloody woodwork twice, and they should have really have gone in. Just embarrassing. Just embarrassing. Don't.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'll let Damos have his say now.
Damos has had his say.
No. Spot on though.
No.
Yeah, because I mean, you know what? Echo what Carl was saying, 100%. Because for me, I would have started Tomiyasu. For me, I wanted to see Declan Rice in the number 8 today. I would have started Partey. And you know, Partey wouldn't have lasted the whole 90 minutes, and then bring Jorginho on. I totally agree with what Carl said. And the thing with and then obviously Saka, Martinelli. I wanted Martinelli to start and Havertz up top. Now it's there was another Arsenal channel the other day, but it was basically saying there was some fans on there that were on the panel in the comments were actually worried about Arteta overthinking things, and where his formulas worked. It's you know he's created a winning formula. And he always has to overthink things or just disrupts it. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he did that today. I'm sorry, you know. And I'm sorry for, you know, you could, like I said, you could be the biggest Arteta fan in the world, but you can say, well, yeah, he got it wrong today. He got the selection wrong. You can say that. He'll still love you.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? I don't get that.
Yeah, please show me the handbook so I can learn these.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't get that. He got it wrong today. Yeah, I'm not saying I want him out. Nothing like that. I'm not saying that. He got it wrong today.
He did.
And
he did
you know, keep that formula. That's worked so well for us. You know, exactly. I was looking forward to seeing Havertz up top. I was looking forward to seeing a midfield that we'd have been. You know, if you had Jorginho, Rice, or Odegaard, or Partey, Rice, Odegaard in that midfield, we would have controlled the midfield today, you know. And I'm just so disappointed with today. And also, it's not just that; it's that what I said as well in the watch along. There were players out there who didn't look like they wanted it. They just didn't want it, or maybe their minds was on Bayern Munich. And that's going to be tough opposition on Wednesday than today. I'll tell you that for sure.
You had more opportunity. You had a better opportunity of beating Aston Villa today than what you did Bayern Munich on Wednesday night. Let me assure you
100%.
The last time we beat Bayern Munich at the Allianz Arena was in 2013. That was the last time we beat them.
Yeah,
and we went out in the away goals. All.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. So yeah, it's So yeah, I wasn't happy with that today, and yeah, questions have to be answered.
They do. Right, let's quickly get into the stats before we do some player ratings. So I'm going to have to say the XG. I don't really want to, but I'm going to have to. 1.62 for Arsenal, 1.13 for Villa. Fuck's sake. Anyway, ball possession, 51% for Arsenal, 49% for Aston Villa, 18 shots for Arsenal, 11 for Villa, 4 shots on target for Arsenal, just a 2 for Villa. Corner kicks.
The 2 went in the back of the net.
Yeah, I know. I hate it. 4 corner kicks for Arsenal, 6 for Aston Villa. It's unusual that we've been beaten on corners, if I'm honest. But yeah, it's just crap. Let's be honest. There's just nothing nice to read about in those stats, if I'm honest. So I'll move on from that. Right, let's do player ratings because this will be fun. I'm going to start with you first, Bren. So David Ray, you get.
No. Oof. 6.
Okay.
That first goal, gosh, I don't know what was going on there, but
Silver one saying can't defend Arteta. All on him today. Yeah, for me it was.
yeah, you can't exactly.
Cole,
You can still love him.
Yeah, you're going to get Benjamin White.
I thought White was one of our better players today, in all honesty. I don't think the yellow card he got early helped him out. I think he was a little bit, there's a few challenges that he usually goes in for. He had to he had to like pull back away, but put up the right hand side a little bit more. But yeah, I'll give White a 6. I'll give White a 6 today.
Okay, fair enough. Damos, you get Zinchenko. Sorry, mate. It's just how it's fallen.
Don't be nice, bro. Don't be nice.
I wasn't happy with him at all.
Because he could be too nice, my brother.
I don't know if there's anything. I don't know if there's anything I saw that was positive, and I don't really like to shit on players. So you'll be lucky to get a 3 or 4 from me, man. Yeah, what did he do that was positive?
He went off the pitch.
No, I'm not taking a mick. I'm just saying because even like really quickly in the first half, I felt we controlled it a bit, but we just weren't getting no chances. So I thought the second half would be a bit better, and it was just totally different, man. It's just rubbish. Sorry, I'm giving him a 3 because I just didn't feel that he did his job. To be honest,
that's fine. Brenny, you're going to get Saliba.
Oof.
Yeah.
Well,
that sound says everything.
You know what? He for me, right? He's got for me. He owes us a big performance on Wednesday night.
Yes,
a big performance Wednesday night, and today, I mean, all that first goal. I don't know why he was just ball watching. It's not, what was he expecting? Declan Rice to clear that because Rice was at least was making the effort to try and keep the ball out. No, he was not himself today. For me, he's getting a 4.
No, fair enough. Just want to quickly put this one up. Spurs don't play until they play us. That's mad. 100%.
That's always the case.
2 weeks they've got off. We've got 3 games in that time. But yeah, it's mad. It is. So Cole, you're going to get Gabriel.
I don't know what's happened to Gabriel, but he didn't have his best of games today. He almost cost us a goal when trying to knock the ball. I don't know whose fault that was. I don't know if that was Gabriel trying to play a hospital pass to Zinchenko, or Zinchenko just not having eyes in the back of his head to actually receive the pass. I think it's 6 to 1/2 doesn't the other, but I digress. Why is he ball watching in that for the first goal? It was him, Raya, and I think it was him, Ryan, and Saliba, both ball watching, trying to find out where it was going. It missed absolutely everyone, and then Bailey was just alerting up by to the far post. No one covered him. Oh, wait, hang on. Who should be covering that left-hand side? Oh, yeah, so fucking idiot!
Zinchenko, yeah.
So he'll get, Gabriel Davis. Same, what did you give Saliba? Was it 4, was it?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, Saliba 4.
Yeah, I'll give Gabriel same. Both look very uneasy, but I think if you put Tommy Asso or even Kiwior at left back, I don't think there would be like a cat on a hot tin roof. That defense looks shaky today, and we know who the number 1 culprit is.
Yeah, Damos, you're going to get Declan Rice.
Similar to everyone else, he was trying. He was trying. I'd say he weren't that bad individually, but still weren't that good either. I'm going to give him a 6, because he was. It's a 6 or 5. I'm just thinking because it's a tough one. You don't do halves, do you?
No, that's what I'll make you think that little bit more for me.
Mate, no, I'll give him. I'm giving him a 5 because just for the work rate, not necessarily him actually producing stuff, but I rate his work rate. work rate.
Okay.
So that's the main reason he's getting that.
All right, mate. Brenny, you're gonna get. I'm gonna give you Odegaard actually.
Oh, I would have been happy with Havertz.
Well, that's why I twisted it. I thought I have a little twist here. I'll give you Odegaard.
Yeah, first half try to make things happen, but then second half it's like just faded. I mean, for me it'd be a 6 today.
Okay.
Yeah, just faded.
Yeah. Okay, mate. Cole, that means you get Havertz.
Played out of position, did what he could. I did like his graft. He did graft a fair bit in the midfield. It's not his position, but there was a couple of times where he had to track back when Zinchenko, he went there again. And cover that left side a couple of times. But he was also trying to beat the last man as well. But when you're playing from a midfield position, trying to beat the last man off a long ball, you're not going to get to it. So I think Havertz got actually dealt the wrong hand here.
Yeah, he did.
But I'll probably give him the same as David Raya. Let me put it this way: none of these players deserve more than a 6 today. So, but Havertz was probably the best of a bad bunch. So I will give Havertz a 6.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, Damos, you get Saka.
He was trying, but again, trying to find angles to sort of take someone on, and they had him covered, and then he sort of obviously passed it back or whatever. So he was trying, getting in and about, but there was no major impact at the end, and whether that's his fault individually or it's just a team thing. So I'm going to give him a 5, to be honest. It's not that he played bad, but he just wasn't able to do what he normally does. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
No, fair enough. Brenny, that means you get Trossard.
Oh dear. It's one of those, isn't it, where Trossard, you just don't know what Trossard's going to turn up. And you know what? I kid you not, right? He has the same attitude when I'm playing Football Manager. I start him, and seriously, I start him, and then he could be so awful, or I bring him off the bench, and he could do something amazing. And today he's getting a 4 for me today. I would have liked to have seen him come from the bench, but I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him start against Bayern Munich. I'd rather him come on. But he gets a 4 today.
Fair enough. Cole, that means you get Jesus.
2 chances, fluffed them both. He buzzed around a little bit, but I love it. Well, I think it was Gary Neville was turning around and saying he's one of the most complete footballers. Just his finishing touches is always out of thing. I was like, well, okay, so if he can't score, then he needs to play a different position. Then, if he's that good, he needs to play a different position, not as number 9. Okay, not a good performance for Jesus. Both him and Zinchenko, they need to leave. They need to leave in the summer. They got brought in to add a bit of mentality, a winning mentality, because they've won something. Guess what? When you try and copy the superior version of a team, you actually get the inferior version of said team. I've seen this in many sports. I've seen this in many different sports before. And guess what? It never, ever works. So for me, Jesus gets a 4.
Fair enough. Right, let's move on to the subs. Then we'll go on to the comments. Martinelli came on for Trossard. So this is Damos's. So Martinelli's yours, mate.
Yeah, he was trying fresh legs and that. I agree with you guys about Trossard. I think Martinelli, the fresh legs, the fast legs would have been better. And then when they're worn out, then you bring on Trossard to do his little techie stuff. And it usually works that way. So, but yeah, when Martinelli comes on, I expect the fresh legs to just work. But his passes weren't that great. Passes to him weren't that great. So, we're pleased to come in for someone because, who's that? Is that you, Ben? I heard the silence. But yeah, so I'm going to give him a. he couldn't do much in that time. I'll say a 4 to be honest. It's just not much time to even. But
no, fair enough.
Wasn't able to link up with people properly. To be honest, it was not his fault. I think if he had more time, it would have been a bit better.
No,
there were times where I wanted him to go alone. When I looked at it, I thought there were times I wanted him to go alone. You know, different approach, different attitude,
I don't think he did anything wrong. I don't actually think he did anything wrong. I'm just saying, in terms of the time he had and the impact, and say that's what it's for. But I weren't upset with him, if that makes sense. I was like, because I know what he can do.
Yeah. So Brenny, you get Tomiyasu, who came on for White, which we were not happy with that substitution at all.
No.
Not that we didn't want to see Tommy, it was more the fact that we dropped White. So Brenny, what did you give Tommy?
Just standard, just a 5.
Yeah, fair enough.
He came on too late when we should have nailed the dam a little bit close, a little bit quicker. That's all I'll say to that.
Carl Smith-Rowe came on for Jesus. So what are you going to give Smith-Rowe?
Did he really do much, to be honest, when he came on? Not
Well,
really.
He was on for 20 minutes, wasn't he? I hardly saw him, to be honest.
I barely saw him at all. The only time I saw him when he was the last man trying to track back on Ollie Watkins, and Watkins buried that, so didn't do enough for me. I know you get standard 5, but unless you do something, I can't give you standard 5 unless I see you do something. So Smith-Rowe gets a 4 for me.
Yeah, fair enough. Jorginho came on for Trossard Damos. So Jorginho,
I can't remember seeing him, to be honest. So he was there. I mean, not in a disrespectful way. It's just he was just running about. So didn't really do anything, to be honest. Didn't even make us. No disrespect to him, but it didn't even make us more defensive and stronger. That's when all the goals came in. All these guys came on. It just got worse and worse. I'm saying a 3, not because I don't dislike him. I thought he didn't do anything wrong. Actually, no, I'll say a 4, to be honest. Because as you say, it's not the standard 5. He was trying, but there was no impact. So I'd say a 4, to be honest, and that's being generous because I feel 3 is a bit harsh.
No, fair enough. Eddie came on. There you go. That happened. Mikel. So we're all going to rate Mikel.
That's actually cheered me up a bit.
Sorry, but literally, right. We're going to start with you, Brenny, with Mikel. So what are you going to give him a rating out of 10? This will be everybody will be scoring this one, so you can all have different scores. It's fine.
Mikel, I'll say her out of 10. 3 today.
3, okay.
And I think that's generous. It's basically, I didn't like the 11 he chose. Players didn't look like they're up for it. And even though they're grown-ass men that should have been up for this game, usually when we've all played football, when you're on a pitch and things aren't working, aren't working out on the pitch, you just got to keep telling yourself, oh, come on, let's sort this out. Let's do this. Come on, and then speak to the other team, because I didn't hear anything from our captain. I didn't hear, he was trying to encourage the crowd, but no,
we don't need cheerleaders. We don't need a cheerleader. We want a captain. We want someone who's actually going to take the game by the scruff of the neck and actually take some control.
Well, that's right, and exactly. But then I don't know what he said to him at half time, but it obviously didn't resonate throughout the players. And you can say he can berate and do whatever he wants touchline, but I'm sorry, but it's like everyone's minds were just mentally shot, including the managers. Yeah. And he gets a 3 today. I'm sorry, he gets a 3.
Fair enough. Cole.
He gets a rating of how many goals Aston Villa scored today. 2. The lineup was the wrong lineup. You put Havertz in the wrong position. Zinchenko should be nowhere near the Arsenal squad, let alone the starting 11. Jesus, I've seen enough of Jesus already. I don't know how many surgeries he's had on his knee, but it's certainly impacting him. And he hasn't got it. He just hasn't got it. And the in-game management, when I saw I put this in the chat. I don't know if anybody saw this, but I put this in the group chat. I said, Villa bringing Bailey on which means they're targeting Zinchenko's side. Get him off, get Tomiyasu on, solidify that left side, and then build it up from there. The Jorginho and the Jorginho sub was far too late. Smith Rowe coming on for Odegaard. I mean, unless Odegaard took a knock or he had his ego freaking destroyed, I don't know. But the in-game management was shocking today. Absolutely shocking. And I keep saying this, and people say to me, you're nothing more than an Arteta hater. I'm not an Arteta hater when I praise him for what he actually has done. But the problem is I have said this for 3 years straight, and it hasn't changed. His in-game management as a manager is shockingly bad. He can't adjust on the fly. He only knows how to play one way. That's why Aston Villa, they did a thing called adjust. They adjusted in the second half, and they buried us in the midfield. Where was the adjustment? You know, you're losing control of the midfield. Go to a back three. Use wing backs. Get more control into the midfield possible. No, we've all played Football Manager before. You know, there's more than one way to skin a cat in football. But if you continue to play one way, guess what? You're going to get found out. And once again, we got found out. And then a part of a game which we should never have got found out in. We should never have got found out. Yeah, and it's just not good now. So it's a 2. It's a 2 for me.
No, fair enough. Damos.
Similar to what Carl said and Brendan. The lineup, it wasn't great, but I thought, okay, there are players that are capable. But so I thought we had the lineup, we had the first half, and I thought we're okay. We can adjust at half time. But like what Carl was saying, the game management, they came out different. Villa. And then we were struggling for, and that's where Arteta should make changes to say, do you know what, I need to counter this, get back to having real control. And I'm not talking about stats wise, it looks like we had a bit of control, but really the chances we were created weren't the best. It could have been better. So the game management was poor, and then the subs wasn't great either. And Carl hit the nail on the head with regards to Zinchenko's side, so he should have dealt with that. So I'm going to give him a 3 because, overall it wasn't great. It wasn't great at all.
No, fair enough. Right, let's get into the comments because I know a lot has been going on. So let's get that off. There we go. Right, let's have a look, see what everyone's been saying. Let's see how a couple of misloads. This blah 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 blah. Crikey, slot here. Right, 2 shots on target, but hit post 3 times. We were lucky it wasn't 5-0. That is very true. Yes, they had a couple of really good chances as well. Right, Silva has got his ratings. Rayo gets a 1. White gets 6. Saliba gets a 4. Gabriel gets a 5. Zinchenko gets a -100. Rice gets a 6.
That's a Top Gear bloody thing. that is an old Top Gear. What do you get? You get 4, you get 5, you get -1000. There you go. Mostly James May score anyway.
Yeah, that was literally what I was thinking as well. Havertz 5, Odegaard gets a 7. Okay, Saka gets a 7, Jesus gets a 7, Jesus gets a -100 as well.
Saka did not have a better game than 7. No way.
Yeah, even Odegaard I'm questioning as well, if I'm honest. Can't believe people are saying it's done. 2 points behind. That's how reactionary our fans are. I've said it. Football is a funny old sport.
Tony, if you can name me a team that's going to take points off City, I'll buy you a beer.
Zinchenko was to blame for
I'll buy you a bottle of champagne.
Crystal 2004.
And guys, it's not just that who's going to take off City. If you think about it, we've got Tottenham, Chelsea, and who's the other one?
Man United.
United.
Man United away.
It's a big ask. If when we was on our form for the last 10 games, I felt, we can deal with these lot. But if, we have to make sure this is just a one-off, because if we're going to play like this, then we're going to lose more points. So it's not just City we've got to worry about. We've got to worry about ourselves. So
do you know what? All the teams
in City's hands.
It's funny, because you see, the thing is, right, with all our games home and away, okay, everyone we got left is beatable. But when it comes to us,
they are.
When it comes to us, these sides, they'll Tottenham, United, Chelsea. You've seen their results in the last few weeks. But when they play us, they've got their backs up straight away, and all of a sudden they turn into prime Real Madrid, Barcelona from 15 years ago. You know what I mean? It's all of that. So, that's the problem we face. You know, it's their, like you say, it's their cup finals. You know what I mean, bro? So, yeah, it's
Whoa, hang on, stop that, Tony. This right there is why I'm pissed off more than ever before. Now we know Raya isn't as good as the goalkeeper as Ramsdale. We've wasted 30 million. Nah, bruv. Nah. You don't get away with that. Ramsdale, we should never have bought in the first place. David Raya, we should never have bought in the first place. Tina Turner, we should never have bought in the first place. We had a prolific goalkeeper already in Emi Martinez.
Yep.
We already had that goalkeeper.
I love Martinez.
Morons!
I love Martinez. You know,
he might be a bit up himself. But guess what? That's the confidence level of a goalkeeper.
Yeah, of course it is.
And he's a World Cup winner as well.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But we had that though, didn't we? We had that in Jens Lehmann.
Yeah.
Jens Lehmann was a world class nutter.
But he was also a shit house.
No, we know Martinez is quality, lads. But the only thing is, at the time, if you remember, he had a great 6 months, amazing 6 months. And then people weren't sure, is he just having a good run or is he actually quality? I mean, the managers should have seen him and say, you know what, he's actually quality. But when they got rid of him, I understood because I thought, at that same time, Eddie was banging in goals. And it's like, well, do you want to make Eddie a number one? So it's like, you can't just bring someone in just because they're having a good run. So I get why they got rid of him, but clearly we know it was the wrong decision. He's quality, he still is.
So it wasn't all City's fault. I thought there were another 10 players. I do get it. They're all bad today. But Zinchenko should never have started. If Josh had put away that easy chance, it might have been different. I still don't think he's a starter. Silver one is furious, so prolific with chances. Trossard was actually our better player, says the silver one. Jesus and Zinchenko are good enough for Barnet FC. Come on. Who do we bring on to replace Zinni and Jesus? For me, it was either
I've just said that. You put Tomiyasu on for Zinchenko. You move Havertz back up to a false nine, his original position. You take Jesus off. You play Partey or Jorginho in midfield. There we go. It ain't rocket science.
Go.
How forget people who forget what Zinni and Jesus did for us plastic fans, says Tony. White had been booked and pulled out of a tackle in case he got another yellow. That is a possibility. That is a possibility why he came
Could well be
however,
that, yeah.
However, I still would have bought off Zinni as well. That can or even put Zinni in midfield. How about that for a crazy idea? Please give up on ESR. He isn't that good. He won't make it at Arsenal. The Premier League is, that I'm not saying that. Big up to you, Tammy, though. What are the odds City win a double treble? I honestly don't care. Not my team. I don't care about them. Team ratings, everyone gets a P45. Arteta was outclassed by Emery.
Not for the first time.
Not for the first time. Arteta gets a 1, the silver one gives him. You can give up on my team. I won't. I never give up on Arsenal Football Club. But that performance was crap.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
No, we never give up on the club.
Nah, the club comes first, always. This hurts like hell. I really did believe we were past these April collapses. I give up on Arsenal. All they do is let me down. We've had a very
I do generally feel sorry for Luke because his NHL team is the Toronto Maple Leafs, and they do this every April as well. So he gets the ice hockey stick shoved up both ends. So he got no chance.
Right, what we got to do now is see what happens in the next 4 games now. 4 games now, vitally important. And I do include the one we're coming up here. Going to be in my back garden, so keep it down. Keep it down, people. So when we turn out of 11 games and his game management is bad, get raw. I'll be honest, I think there's been some games in that, even we've rated him 6 still, because some of his decisions were a little bit odd. There was one game in particular, I think he didn't make a substitution till like the 80th odd minute. We didn't rate him highly there. We are critical when we're positive, like we can still be critical on certain.
Well, yeah, that's it.
And we are.
Yeah, we've said this.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure he has not always got good scores, even out of those 11 games. I'm pretty sure we've had 6s for him and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm chilled. It's a bad day, very bad day, bad week as well now. Let's just move on. Let's see what happens.
We have to, yeah.
Big up to Ale YouTuber 85. Arsenal not mentality winner. Don't ever call me a moron. It's easy behind the screen. Martinez wanted to go to get your facts right, and Bobby, you should not be allowing abuse. Did anyone say? Did someone say a moron? I didn't hear it, to be honest. If someone said a moron, I do apologise. I didn't actually hear it. I honestly did not hear it. If that was. So I apologise for that. I didn't think he was winning the league this season, but did think we would take City to the last day of the season. I was 100% wrong. Premier League. Oh, okay. And we'll go on to that. Right. I ain't getting into trouble with that one. Right. We move on and we go on to Wednesday's game. How confident are we feeling right now about going to Germany?
Can I say something?
Yes, Damos.
I'm just seeing the Leverkusen stuff, right? So, how do you think Bayern will feel? They've lost the league 100% now. Obviously, it's gone. Do you reckon it will dent them, or do you reckon they'll be up for this more now because this is all they've got left for the season?
That's what I'm thinking. I think they'll be up for it even more now.
Yeah.
I think they'll be focused.
Yeah.
But it's about how we respond, and I think with Arteta, if he gets, I think he'll get his 11 right on Wednesday. I think he probably looked at what. Well, I shouldn't have picked that 11 today, but yeah, I think he will play Havertz up top, and don't get me wrong, I think we can bounce back, but but as long as if it's Tomiyasu. If it's a back four of Tomiyasu, Saliba, Gabriel, and White, because Saliba and Gabriel, they've got to have words to themselves because they know how good they are. They know they've been the best partnership in the Premier League. Yeah, they know they can get back to the performances they have that they've shown that they have done. Do you know what? If we get through, I reckon it would be on penalties.
Oh God!
If we're defend out on, and I did mention Ben White because he's been brilliant this season. But I reckon if we go back to how we've been defending in the say like a week or two ago, I think we can get through on pen. I'd probably get through on pens.
Cheers, bro. I got to do the watch long.
Oh no, I can't be with you on that. I'm working. Oh man,
that's probably why you've said it, just to give me the stress.
No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Come on now, I would never do that. But I'm just being real because
I'll take it all day long going through on penalties in Germany. Because
I feel confident if we go over front three of Saka, Martinelli, and Havertz right now.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'll go with that front three. And if we go over midfield, a midfield for me, either it'd be Partey, Rice, or Odegaard, or Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard. It's got to be Rice, Odegaard with either Partey or Jorginho. It has to be. You can't have Havertz in. You can't have Havertz playing a number 10 or a number 8. Hell no.
If he does that, if he does that again, then that's a sackable offence.
Yeah. So yeah, it's and also the mentality wasn't there today, was it, lads? So we need. They owe us. They owe themselves. They owe a response this Wednesday. I'm looking for a big response this Wednesday.
Yeah. Sorry, my partner's especially because she obviously hear me talking. She's just messaged me saying, "What are you taking all day long?" The draw, darling, on Wednesday night. She's obviously she's obviously heard something different. Anyway, Zinchenko was a problem once again. Sure, you lads said that all season when drop points. Yeah. We don't have the mentality to win things. Maybe we somehow get through, but we're getting slapped by it. Yeah, that is the honest answer for me. We might get past Bayern Munich, but whoever we play in the next round, we're going to get humiliated by, if I'm honest. Guys, say hi to... Yes. Have they even done one yet? Because they try and call us out when we don't. We've always done a reaction. If we don't do one straight after,
well, look at that exactly.
24 hours. I don't think they have. Can't imagine why. It was a great.
They normally do theirs in 2026, don't they? You know what I mean?
We're still waiting for their Wolverhampton one from last season, but hey ho, it is what it is. But I think, to be honest, that's me done because I've had enough today. My Rangers lost at lunchtime to a team that are just crap. So, yeah, I've had enough for football today. And Xhaka, just to top it on, has won the league for Leverkusen. You know, it is what it is. It's just painful.
Fair play to him.
Oh, mate, I'm delighted.
Hey, guys.
Yes, Damos.
Do you think they're going to do it? Do you reckon they're going to? How many games they got left? Do you reckon they'll do the Invincible?
It depends how they want to treat that European competition now. If they want to go full guns blazing on that and rest a couple of players in their league, they might not. But I don't think Alonso's like that. I think Alonso will want the Invincible. I don't blame him. Yeah, I hope they do. I hope they get it.
That happened to us, didn't it? We won early, and then we had a few games where we had to
I
focus.
didn't think we was going to do it. I honestly didn't think we was going to do it because when we won the league with 4 games to spare, and I think we had Birmingham at home, and that was 0-0. It was like, well, hey, it's just a day to come and see the champions, and 0-0. And then I think we then drew. I think we beat Fulham 1-0 or something like that, and then we drew another game, and then we beat Leicester. Oh yeah, we drew with Portsmouth. That's right. Yeah, because it was only Portsmouth and Man United that we failed to beat in that season.
Fair enough. Right, guys, I will wrap this up. Thank you ever so much all for joining on. We are going to start with hang on, let's go to Damos first. He's at the bottom. Where can they find you, my friend?
You can find me on X, the same name. So yeah, I follow all Arsenal people. So yeah, just follow back.
Brilliant stuff. Damos, were you in Birmingham as well?
I was actually, well, tell a lie. I was meant to DJ there for a memorial in Birmingham, but I didn't go in the end.
Okay.
Yeah, some stuff happened.
Right.
But yeah,
I thought you did.
Yeah, because I
was meant to be there. So
like an actual DJ, like DJ Damos.
DJ thing.
Birmingham. Yeah, but okay, fair enough. Yeah,
but event went there, so yeah.
Yeah. Carl, hang on. Why can't I get your? Hang on. Here we go. There we go. That's now it's working. Carl, where can they find you, my friend?
Yeah, you can find me on X, KB Arsenal Pats 32. You can find me on YouTube channel Gun Down. Obviously, our Flamble Thursdays. I've had some personal issues over the last week, so we couldn't do a show last Thursday, but we'll be back this Thursday. We'll be back this Thursday to dissect this game and probably dissect the Bayern Munich game as well as where the hell do we go from here. But if you want something away from all Arsenal content, you'll find me tomorrow night on the Hurdle the Line podcast, also do the NFL, and then you can find me doing my hosting duties for the Patriots Touchback podcast on Tuesday night as well. So my pace is wearing thin on this manager. Let me just put it that way.
Yeah, fair enough. Before I come to Brenny, Arsenal women are 3-0 up against Bristol City, just so everyone's fully aware. And Brenny, where can they find you, my friend?
Oh, that's good. I've just 36 minutes gone. Good. Yeah. Hey everybody, you can find me here on Armory TV, of course. You can also find me on X, and I'm starting to do bits now on Instagram, so you can find me on there. And I've actually given up on TikTok. That's just forget that. Forget it. Seriously, I can't be asked. Yeah.
Fair enough. Also, unfortunately,
little dances, Brendan.
That's what he's doing. He's doing little dances in the garden. Some bad news, actually, as well. Arteta has just come out and said Martin Odegaard felt something, which is why he came off. So hopefully, that is nothing too serious. But we'll wait and see. Right, I'm off. I will speak to you very soon. I don't know when I'm doing the preview, but I will do it at some point this week. And obviously, we'll be doing the watching on Wednesday. a reaction at some point as well, because Gobbs is in France, so I'm going to have to cover all the reactions for a while until he gets back. So I'll probably do the reaction on the Thursday, because I'm going to guess Wednesday night is going to be a late one due to the fact Brenny has said it's going to penalties. So there's no one doing reaction after that.
It may not. I hope it doesn't.
I hope it does as well. And then we got Wolves next weekend, then Chelsea in the following week, midweek, isn't it? I think that's right, before we play Tottenham. So there's loads coming up. Guys, I'm out of here. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye-bye. That was crap.
See you guys.